All right, so this is gonna be my faith and ethics presentation pertaining to the workplace. So it was overall very interesting to take this class, and I feel like it challenged and broadened my perspective on a variety of issues. But this final paper was pretty fun to get to do three interviews and write a little bit of my experience with doing some research on the side and mixing those two together to find a good balance between integrating faith and ethics into the workplace. So this PowerPoint overall is just going to be going through a little bit of my experience. So why is it important that we integrate faith into the workplace? So John 6:27 says, "Do not work for the good that spoils, for the food that spoils, but for the food that endures to eternal life, which the Son of Man will give, for on him God the Father has placed his seal of approval." So I like this quote, and it's just a little reminder to me that we're working for God and not working for human things like a good house, a good car. We're working entirely for God. And we can use the traits that he's given us, like empathy and compassion overall for our mission in the workplace. And like I said, we can use the traits that God has gifted us, and this can help us to make a difference. I feel like if we are gifted this empathy, we can help others and kind of know what others are going through. So if I, for example, I'm going to be going to the healthcare field as a physician assistant, hopefully. And I feel like through empathy and compassion, I can kind of see what others are going through and I can understand the pain that they're feeling. So what are some ethical challenges in the healthcare field overall? I have currently worked as a medical scribe for about 6 months, and I feel like some of the issues that I've seen are narcissism, elder abuse, HIPAA compliance, and teamwork. So if you didn't know, HIPAA is the kind of standard for working in the healthcare field when looking at patient safety and privacy. So it could be pertaining to technology, special patients. For example, if LeBron James came into the hospital, there wouldn't be, you guys wouldn't, or any providers wouldn't be allowed to share data or any of the charting information. So just making sure that we are being private about the patient's information and if this is through technology, talking, showing anything outside of the workplace. And I feel like this is one of the issues that I've seen so far in terms of ethics. And it can be hard, if you're on a break and talking to some people, it can be hard not to talk about a past patient specifics, but this is something that I feel like is important when I enter the field. So can using our faith make a difference with patients? I think so. I feel like there's a strong correlation between those who like to integrate their faith and the results that they may see in the treatment that they are giving to patients. Like I said, that empathy and compassion and traits like that make a large difference with our faith. So I did three interviews and I interviewed two Christians and one Hindu participant. And all three of them felt that they were able to use their faith for the good of their practice. And they said this wasn't necessarily sharing directly with their patients their faith or anything like that, but just using the traits that make their faith so important to them was really how they were able to use it. And so, what did I take away from my interviews? I feel like being yourself and surrounding yourself with good influence is very important. Um, Personally, I feel like just being confident and embracing the diversity that's present in your business is also really important. The third person I interviewed, his name was Dr. Panduka, and he was the Hindu that I had mentioned before, and he felt that he was able to bring diversity to the workplace, and he embraced this, and he felt like a lot of his colleagues that he worked with were gracious to get like a different viewpoint, and he felt that this diversity made the business overall better. So overall takeaways, as just said, trust your instincts and follow your heart. Listen to the Lord and work for Him. And patient privacy is very important. So overall, trusting your heart and listening to the Lord will make a strong difference when we all enter the workplace. And in my specific situation, I feel like trusting myself and not necessarily talking a lot about patient privacy is going to be very important. Overall, my plan, how to integrate faith into the workplace when I enter, well, just to be kind of form some good connections. I feel like having a couple of people that have a Christian background would be really important for me. If I could meet a couple friends like that, that'd be nice. But I'm willing to talk to anyone. I feel like it'd be very cool to see some different backgrounds and to share a little bit about my faith to people that necessarily don't believe in God. But I feel like it's taking those key things like empathy and compassion that we have kind of been gifted with through the Lord and using these entwined with our faith to serve our patients is overall how I plan to use my faith. I feel like this class has made a large difference in my life and a lot of the things that I view when I'm going to enter the workforce. So I just want to say how grateful I am to take this class, and I hope that we all learned something. I know I for sure did. But that's about it. I feel like, that's kind of I think I covered everything, but those are my overall takeaways to end the presentation, so thanks for listening.